Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational ladynoble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. All are welcome on this channel. Okay? If you like a personal read, just check out the description below. Remember, tarot is a tool. It's not the final rule. Okay? Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or to come on and subscribe so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There's enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay. First part we have here is bond, and so there's a need for you to consider some kind of bond that you have, possibly with your spouse or with your children or someone that you love or someone that you care about. There's a calling for you to maybe embrace the bond that you have with your children or your spouse. Uh, Maybe spend more time. Maybe treat it Maybe treat it as if it is of importance. Or you could be having this conversation maybe with your spouse regarding your children. Maybe you're letting them know, hey, you need to spend more time with the kids. Whether you're divorced, separated, this could be a living spouse. You could co-parent with someone else, and you could be letting them know, hey, the kids miss you. They want to spend time. I know you're busy. I respect that you have to work, but don't forget there are children who need quality time with their parents as well. I'm getting that very clearly. Or this could be you speaking to your spouse or your mate. There's time for us to bond. It's time for us to don't forget about us having fun. Spending time with each other, quality time with each other. Okay, and this person I'm picking up is expressing that they work a lot. This could be someone that works a lot of long hours, but you are reminding them, don't forget about the gifts that you are giving. And our children is a gift, and our union as a couple and a family is a gift as well. Okay, well, you may be saying, hey, I am the gift, don't forget about me. Okay, all right. So I see you, collective, possibly reminding someone, you know um, to pencil you in or pencil the children in. Don't forget about the important relationships that are valuable to them and to you as well. Okay. And so maybe you've had this conversation with the voice here more than once. Maybe you've had this conversation several times. I'm also picking up you've been trying to be patient because this is someone who works a lot of hours. This also could be someone who is the sole provider of a household. So you're trying to be understanding and compromise with them a bit, okay? But you're like, wait a minute. You're like, look, I said it once, I said it twice. Now I'm done with being nice. You're like, no, something has to change here, okay? Because time is constantly, passing by with labor here. Life goes on. The clock is moving, the calendar is moving, and, time is steady moving forward. And this person could be giving a lot of reasons of why. I have to work, you love this house you're in, you love the car you drive, you know the kids love the money I give them, and you're like, look, well, if it takes you cutting some hours and us changing our expenses, maybe we have to do that, okay? Because this could be really affecting the children and you as well. If you're not a parent, you could just be letting your spouse know, look, this is affecting us. We have to spend time together. This is more than, at night when you're sleepy. Yeah, I see you when you lay down in the bed, but you're asleep and I am too. And that's not the same. That's not the same at all. Okay? You're trying to be very mindful, though. I'm picking that up, which is very beautiful. Beautiful energy here. I'm not feeling anything nefarious going on here. With wisdom here, you may have also tried to seek some advice, maybe from an authority figure or someone who you consider to be an authority. This could be someone at your church, a pastor, a matriarch of a family, maybe your parents, their parents, of how to go about, increasing the harmony in the household, how to intrigue the idea of spending quality time together. And so you're being very patient, and you're being very mindful of how you communicate. You know, you love your family very much, whoever you are, male or female. Okay? You love your family very much. And so you're being careful. You know, you're being patient, but you're like, look, I'm nobody's fool either. And you're letting them know this is something that needs attention. It needs your undivided attention. Okay? It's not just about you. You're letting them know it's not just about you. There are other people involved here. There's another person involved here. And that's one thing that's very important, especially if you are in a relationship, whether you're married or not, whether you have children or not. When you have someone in your life and you have made any kind of agreement, you know, um, in your life or in your home, things change, and you have to really consider that it changes things. The consideration have to be there. Heck, even if it was a roommate situation where you're just roommates, you even have to consider, you can't do what you used to do when you lived by yourself. Just like when you're in a relationship or you have a family, you can't move the way you used to move. Things do change. You do have to consider the members of the household, the family, especially if you have children and they want your time. They want to make memories with you as well. They just don't want to see mom or dad, coming in the door and leaving, coming in and leaving. It has to be some time to stop and pause for a moment, okay, and actually interact. And so you can be reminding your spouse, make sure, you can't be selfish. Don't forget about us. Or you can be saying, don't forget about me. Okay. And so there may be a message that comes through. This person may receive a message, a message of concern. This message of concern may require for the family to take an unexpected trip somewhere. You may get information that someone needs your assistance, or he may get information that maybe a family member or something needs their assistance. And this may cause for the family to take an unexpected road trip or somewhere. But either way, yeah. So it looks like, they can ignore it, but things are occurring to where their attention is being forced to spend time with their loved ones. Their attention is being forced to spend time with you or with the children. Okay? And so I'm not picking up anyone passing away. I'm just picking up that they're going to get a message of concern. So maybe there's an elderly person or something in another state, in another city. Maybe they need help or something, and they could be planning to go help this person. This could be an older aunt, an older uncle, someone that's seasoned. Okay, someone older. Yeah. Let's see, spirit to get your attention one way or another. So it looks like they will have to sit down and give some undivided attention, to you, the children, and whomever this family member is. Okay. So let's go into tarot here. Yeah, spirit will get your attention one way or another. Just collecting into young starting spending more time and bonding with this family. One second, ladies and gentlemen. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to go to the concession stand. I'll be with you in just one moment. Feel free to go to the concession stand. Yeah, the next card we have here is the Eight of Swords. Okay. And so it looks like the idea of this person, being so saturated in, their job, their work, what they have to do for a living, working long hours, why they have to work long hours, because they want to provide a particular lifestyle for you. They are being forced to take a break. They could also receive this message, could also represent them being told that maybe hours are being cut on the job, not termination, but the overtime that this person has been picking up will temporarily, I'm hearing temporarily, will not be available. So it's not that anything is being taken out of the household, but if your spouse, male or female, has been working a lot of overtime, which has in addition have been keeping them away from home or away from the family, well, that overtime is going to be temporarily not available. And so put the reading where it resonates. I'm getting one story. Someone's going to get a message that they're needed, a relative needs their assistance in another state of town, which is going to cause and require for the family to take a road trip together to go see this elderly person and go assist them. But also, they may get a notice that overtime is temporarily, just not available. So they can't say, they're binding to this job with the Eight of Swords energy that they have to do mandatory layover. I'm hearing something about mandatory layover. Some jobs have that, where if their shortened staff does not come in, it's mandatory that you stay. Some jobs actually has that. Sounds weird, but it exists. Okay. The next card we have here is the Three of Wands. And with the Three of Wands energy, this is the energy of growth, creativity, and self expression. So it looks like while this person is not working that overtime, they will begin to spend more time with their children, with their spouse. And also, they may be tapping into some hobbies or some kind of interest that they have that they've put on the back burner. This person could be someone who's a wonderful painter, who knows great artist, who knows how to paint, who knows how to sketch, very creative with their hands. But the attention that you are desiring, as well as your children, you will be able to get it. Your prayers are being answered in one way or another. And so I'm not getting that they're losing their job. Let me repeat that. The overtime that they were working, because I'm picking up this person's a workaholic, okay? They work long hours, but whenever OT is available, they're likely to sign up for it. So temporarily, that overtime will not be available, which leads to them actually taking their off days and resting, rejuvenating, and enjoying, the time with their family, spending time out in nature, listen to the birds chirp, feeling the sun on their skin, feeling the wind on their skin, um, expressing their creativity, maybe indulging in some arts and crafts or doing some of those things around the house that you've been trying to get your spouse to do. If it's a leaky faucet, go ahead and fix that leaky faucet. If it's yard work, okay, go ahead and tend to go ahead and tend to the yard work. Just about anything that you have been requesting. I was about to say nagging. No, you weren't nagging, but you have been requesting for your spouse to do. Okay. And so we have the Ace of Pentacles, but this Ace of Pentacles energy here, this represents Source giving them an opportunity to spend that quality time and also rejuvenate themselves, give themselves a break. And they may also find, and your spouse may admit to you, collective, um, I'm glad I had this break. I'm glad I took this road trip. You know what? I want to stop picking up so much overtime. You know what? I want to spend more time at home on my off days. We got to do this more often. You may get a conversation like that, okay? So your prayers are being answered, okay? Don't play with God. The next card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. This Five of Pentacles, could represent maybe a thought pattern that your spouse may have had. Maybe they picked up the overtime excessively because this person may have been in fear, maybe having a lack mentality, feeling like they have to store, save and store away, which is a good idea, but you don't need to do it with anxiety. And they may express this to you of why they work so much overtime. There's going to be a conversation had. and it's going to draw you closer to your partner, and you're going to have a better understanding of why they were working so much and things that are concerning them or that they may be worried about. Okay. Yeah, this person is very concerned about being in lack or being without or being in a position where they can't provide for their family. And it's something that they have carried with them for a long time. And they've never shared it with anybody, they just kept it on the inside. I'm picking up this is a male figure. King of Pentacles. This is what this person fantasizes about: maintaining the coin, being in authority, being able to provide. And it gives them a sense of relief or pleasure. The more uh, overtime they can pick up, or the more hours, it's like when they're working, they feel like they are contributing. You appreciate them contributing, but there's more to it than just working. And that's just what you're trying to convey. We love the lifestyle, but we need you too. Okay. And so possibly there'll be a conversation as well with you and your spouse about how to, for them to live their life without having anxiety, being afraid or in fear of lack. I'm picking up that you both work, and I'm also picking up that you both have great jobs and careers. You're very comfortable, you're very secure, okay, in this household. Um, it's good to store and have extra, but I'm picking up that there will be a conversation about how moving forward you both will be able to enjoy each other as well as your careers, and for them not to have this dark cloud over their head. Okay. And so I see that conversation being had. This person will express the things that they are worried about, the things that are concerning them. Mhm. And you're going to be very relieved, this Ten of Wands energy. You're going to be very relieved, that finally, your prayers are being answered and your husband or wife is listening to you. And the children are also getting what they need, which is quality time. You know, um, okay, I'm hearing they're not asking for much. They just want to be around, their parent, their family, be around each other. Even if it's just at home watching a movie or in your yard tossing a football, whatever it is, okay? Very loving family. I'm picking up a um, very loving family, very close knit. You may have been with your spouse since high school. That's for somebody. You met your spouse since high school. You've been with them for a long time. With the magician energy here, things are going to change for you in a swift manner for your family, for the betterment of all parties involved. What else is collective need to know regarding finding balance, this lack energy, harmony in the family and household? Oh, wait. One second, ladies and gentlemen. And so now you can rest assured with the, I have to cover this up with my finger. With the Four of Swords, you can rest now. You can rest and rejuvenate. You've got your harmony back in your household. The children are happy. You are happy. Things are changing. And I'm picking up, after you have this conversation about maintaining stability, and enjoying all parts of your life, you and your spouse enjoying your career, because I'm picking up you both love your job, whatever it is you do for a living. You have a job that you're grateful for. You love your job, whatever it is. One of you could be in the medical field, okay? Somebody could be a truck driver. Somebody could be an engineer. Someone else could be some kind of teacher. You could teach like college level. You could be a professor of some sort. But either way, you're going to find a way to um, enjoy everything. Be able to make the money as well as put money away. Because they were picking up overtime to put money away for something maybe they hadn't discussed with you. You save and they save on a regular basis. Your household put money to the side, but maybe they had some kind of plan or idea that they have not shared with you. But having this conversation, taking this trip, um, Spirit is good. God is good. Your prayers are being answered, from the message coming that someone out of town needs them, a loved one, the family taking a road trip together, and also, or if that's not your story, the message of overtime is temporarily not available. Is bringing you together, more unity, more harmony, more cohesiveness when communicating, and they're going to share with you that they have made some plans that they didn't let you know about, and they were trying to partake in these plans by themselves. So I don't know if your spouse was trying to surprise you. Were they about to buy you a new car, surprise you with a trip? But you're going to find a way, both of you, to make it easy on both of you. It's like this conversation is going to, because I'm being brought back to you talking, this conversation is going to bring so much ease. It's going to lighten the load. It's going to release the burden and the stress. Okay, you won't feel like you're being ignored or abandoned. And I'm also picking up that you may have felt that there was maybe no romance in your relationship. Maybe you felt it was fading or drifting away. All of that energy is going to be reestablished and replenished, and you're going to find a way to meet your goals, your financial goals in your household, without stressing or neglecting your other responsibilities. There it is. I got it. I figured it out. I figured it out. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The next card we have here is the Nine of Wands. You may also reminisce, you and your partner, about all that you have been through that has brought you to this point. And not a sad conversation, but actually patting yourself on the back and acknowledging that you both have come far and you both work very hard. And they may come to the conclusion, like, you know what, honey, I do deserve a break, and I am going to break more. I am going to relax more. Okay, so I see you having a conversation about all that you and this person have been through. Okay, as I said earlier, not for everybody, but there is someone watching who has been with their spouse like since high school. You could be in your 40s now. You could be in your mid to late 30s. Okay, I'll put it where it resonates. Okay, that's just for somebody. And then we have the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands is a message, news that you could use. You may receive information that whatever the goal was that they were working this overtime for, you may receive information. If it was maybe they want to surprise you with a new car. No, why do I keep coming up? Somebody getting surprised with a new car. Okay. Wait, I just told a surprise it. But you may find out that the vehicle that they were going to purchase or you were going to purchase, you may find out it's on sale somewhere. You get a better deal somewhere. If it wasn't a vehicle, maybe it was a vacation. Maybe they were going to treat you, to a vacation somewhere. You're going to find out that there's a great a sale, hotel stay, plane ride, free breakfast, free dinner. You're going to find some kind of discount or some kind of bonus. This Eight of Wands energy, some kind of bonus, some kind of information you're going to receive. And so that's a blessing in itself. You're going to find a way to meet your goals consistently and still maintain your life with balance, where everyone will be happy and fulfilled. But you're going to come across a major discount or something that's going to assist you in this surprise that your spouse had for you. And I just gave it away. But you both are going to be so relieved. Okay, whether you were traveling somewhere exotic, somewhere foreign, maybe somewhere outside the US, maybe somewhere that is expensive, but you're going to be able to go on this vacation for like basically almost free. So I don't know what this is. Maybe you're going to win something, or you're just going to catch something on sale. There are people who sometimes make purchases to different resorts. Now I'm hearing timeshare. Okay, timeshare. Maybe someone does have a timeshare. Maybe you do have a timeshare. Maybe your spouse wanted to surprise you with investing in a timeshare. Okay, for when you travel. Okay. But either way, here with the Six of Pentacles, this is the equal reciprocity. This is balance being restored. Okay, and that harmony. And everybody being happy and being fulfilled. Okay, and we're closing out with a beautiful Ace of Swords. This is your clarity here. And so moving forward, your spouse will know it's okay to surprise, your spouse or the family with things. But if you ever, if there's ever requests that they're needed in their home, especially when it comes to, just spending time with the children or with you, to simply express what this overtime is for or what they're doing. Because I'm picking up someone thought that there was something going on with the relationship. No, they were just picking up the overtime to try to surprise you. But that's going to change because you're going to show them, or you both are going to find a way to reach your goal without overwhelming yourself or depleting yourself with working so many hours, especially going in on your off day. I mean, that's and doing that consistently. That's a lot. It's okay to love your job, but that's a lot. That's a lot to let in. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good.